Hello, gentle viewers, of whom there are still very few of you. I felt like I really needed a concluding video to the 12 videos I did of my time in Oxford. I really felt like I needed to summarize everything and kind of, do a little tribute to all the friends I made. So that's the purpose of this video. There's no really cool architecture or sites you're going to see in this one. It's really just like a little summary of everything I've learned and everything I loved and enjoyed, and at the end there's a nice little tribute to all my friends I made, and I wanted you guys to know, if you're watching this, how much I appreciated you and our time together. So yeah, we'll start with the first order of business. What I learned at Oxford. Also, just as a side note, my room is a wreck because my parents are currently using it as a storage facility. Yeah, I leave for 1 month and the golf clubs come in, but it's fine. Everything is fine. Moving on to what I learned at Oxford and stuff that I want to take with me going forward. One thing I really enjoyed was having tea in the middle of the day. It's a really nice break. It's a really nice way to regroup your thoughts and just socialize and have fun. So that is actually something I want to bring back with me from Oxford, is the tradition of having tea during the day and just sitting down and relaxing, because it was very the couple of times that I did have tea at traditional tea time, it was very good for me. I felt rejuvenated. It was good self-care, and I think that's a good self-care habit to have that I learned from the English. Academically, I think something that I learned in Oxford was definitely doing the research. The research is 90%. I remember I was in a tutorial and I had written this essay on C.S. Lewis and Plato's influence on C.S. Lewis, and the professor took a couple quotes from a book that I had read multiple times and completely destroyed my thesis. It was so funny. I was just standing there jaw agape, completely, it was sad. It was really sad. I was just blown away. But I realized if I had done more research and if I had read more closely, I would have seen that and I would have been able to change my thesis or have a comeback or something. So academically, research is so important. Yeah. And I think another really important academic thing I learned at Oxford was you can learn from pretty much anybody. And what I mean by that is these were absolutely brilliant professors who I loved and were so, so kind and gracious. They were great. But they always, and as accomplished as they were, they had every right to talk down to me. They had every right to talk down to any one of us in the classes because, they're absolutely accomplished and they were amazing. They had the right to talk down to us, but they never did, and they made us feel valued, and they made our opinions feel valued, and they made me feel not it was a conversation, they could learn from us too, which was really fun. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed feeling not necessarily that they were my equals, but I had something to give. So walking away with you can learn from pretty much anybody and everybody is an important thing, I think. There was also something really important that I kind of relearned about myself while at Oxford. As most of you know, I do a lot of things at college, and I did a lot of things in high school. In high school, I was in theater, and I got really caught up with Anna the actress when I was in theater. And then I started getting into aviation, and then I got really into Anna the pilot because I'm oh yeah, I'm into aviation. And then I got hired as an RA before my sophomore year, and I got really into Anna the RA, right? So I had all these roles, and of course at university I am Anna the student, and I had all these roles and all these names and the things that I do, and those kind of consumed most of my time, that I forgot a really important part of me. I just kind of pushed it to the side and didn't worry about it so much. I forgot about Anna the writer, and I'd always written books and poems and short stories when I was little, and I'd kind of pushed it to the side. I'd kind of stopped doing it for I want to say like 3-4 years. Like I still wrote poetry like occasionally for friends and stuff, but I didn't actually sit down and write poetry. I didn't actually sit down and write novels. I didn't actually sit down and write short stories unless it was through a class or if it was through a friend. So one thing I did rediscover at Oxford was my absolute love of literature, my love of storytelling. And yeah, so that was really great to relearn that about myself. And I'm going to commit to, like, you know, writing is a skill. It's a skill like flying a plane. It's a skill like being a good RA. It's a skill like being a good student. So I'm going to actually work on honing that skill now and remembering Anna the writer amidst all the other labels that I have to deal with. Finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, I put together a little tribute for all my friends and all the awesome people I met while at Oxford. So basically it's through the next 2 minutes, and if you're watching this and you're not in the video, I'm sorry. I probably just didn't get footage of you, but know that I loved you guys and you were so much fun to be with, and I made this promise a couple times and I sincerely mean it, and now it's on the internet, so you know it's for real. If you ever need a place to stay or to come, wherever I am in the world, you're always welcome in my home in Nashville or my home in Hawaii or wherever I happen to be. Anyway, love you guys, and this is for you.